ghost it. You know, instead of them just coming out and being like, hey, I want to end this, I want this to be over, you know, they just ghost you, and they act like they don't know you. Like, that's so weird having to go up to people and say, like, yo, like, my kid was like, yo, Anthony, so-and-so ghosted me. Like, that just sounds, is that, and your reaction
your
is
first
just exactly,
thing is like, ugh,
like,
it hurt my heart, like, damn.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, when somebody says, oh, man, you know, me such and such, stop talking. You know, like, it's like, oh, man,
but then you can communicate that kind of stuff. Like, you may have stopped talking to that person, but I would hope that there was some kind of communication there of like, okay, this is what didn't work out and why. Yeah. Whereas ghosting, you could be in something so happy, and then they just kind of walk away. I'm
gonna keep it 100.
It's a cop out.
Ghosting is so raw. Like,
ghosting is so raw, and it's bullshit. To be honest with you, I can't say.
Have you guys ever ghosted somebody?
Honestly, yes. Yes. I can say that I have. Am I wrong for doing so?
No. All right, so
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
I do.
I was about to say, so if, you know, if we just talking about how shitty it is, you know, is there ever...
I'm no perfect person.
Is there ever a good time? Is there ever, like, a rare occasion where it's like, okay, I can ghost somebody?
Yes. I'll tell you that rare occasion, and it's a term that we all know. Stage 5 clinger. There are a lot of them out there, and that can be guys, girls, it don't matter. Females, I know that you have guys that are freaking weird and hitting you up all the time, double texting you, maybe even 10-time text you.
Hell yeah.
I see people, and there's people I've seen like posted on their social media, it's like, do you not get that I'm ghosting you for a reason?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for that person, but I also am like, I feel bad for the person that has to ghost them. Because, like, why do you not get the point? Do you not get that if they're not responsive, let it go.
Exactly.
Let it go.
But that's
Please.
the ego thing coming in.
That's the other thing. You won't let it tarnish your ego, but guess what? There's millions and millions of people out there. Mm-hmm. Let the shit go. I don't know. But at the same time, like, I mean, you gotta get rid of those stage 5 clangers, man. There are a lot of them out there. I've had people hit me up, and I'm like, stop. Just please leave me alone.
See, and like, I mean, I've been in, see, like, me personally, like, I've ghosted somebody before. I mean, I'm not even gonna hold, everybody's probably ghosted somebody
Cheers,
before.
We've all done it.
Saying, like, you know, like, the thing, like, for instance,
tough.
like, me, like, and everybody knows this about me that know me. Like, I'm a nice person, and people say I'm literally too nice. You know what I mean?
Pretty nice guy.
And like,
you're all right.
You know, I've been in situations where it's like, you know, I might hung out with somebody, we go out, like, get like food or something like that, and then it's like, they're like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, we're this is like, they're way down the future, and I'm just like,
why are you thinking like that?
I'm just like, yo,
right.
or not even like, there'll be times I'm just like, yo,
not you, them.
Yeah, and it's just like, it was just like, yo, that was just supposed to be just like a little, like, you know, little meet up, like, like, get to know you, not like, hey, I, like, you know, like, I officially, like, you know, just like, hey, like, you know, we're just chatting, like.
How can you truly like somebody after one time of meeting them? I get that there's love at first sight. That is real. That's out there, but, like, you still don't even know that person. You're just in love with the person that you're looking at.
Well, yeah, and with this idea of the talking stage and with social media and stuff, the fact that we can be in communication with somebody all day, people think that that's getting to know someone, and yeah, you can find out a lot about them, but you don't. That doesn't mean you're getting to know them.
Right.
You need to go out and see how they interact with other people, with the waiter, with the bartender, those kinds of things.
They can be rude as hell to people,
right?
Exactly.
They can be nice to you, but then they go out in public. You just mentioned the waiter thing. I've had some circumstances. I've been on a date, and the girl was rude as hell.
Yeah, no.
Was like, oh, this is whatever, and XYZ. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with that, because here's the thing, is when you're dating somebody, obviously you want to bring them around everything you do. You want them to be involved in everything in your life.
Well, it's a test to see if they
it's
can
a
even
real
hang.
test.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things in my life that there's a big test when you're dating me, and I'm not just putting myself on a pedestal with that. I have a lot of things on my plate, and I know you do too, and Nikki does too, where you got to run them through those tests. Yep. Run them through, okay, am I able to bring them to this family event, or am I able to bring them around my brother? Don't even go there.
No, I won't.
But could we bring them around? Can we? Or is this going to be a norm? And you know what? I have family members that are our age. My cousin has a great fiance now that they kind of seclude themselves, And that's okay. There's no different in how they act when they're out in public with each other either. We had a hell of a time at Christmas, didn't we? I mean, we all had a great Christmas party, cousin. I mean, that was fun.
Yeah.
But there was no difference. It's just how you operate in your relationship and how you test it out, right?
Right. But I mean, to go back to your point, before we get back to the for the ghost. I mean, again, like if you get to know somebody, like if you go on that first date, you get to know somebody well, like and your wave, like you talking about, like your wavelength. If your wavelength is on the same metric after that, like you know
So
what
then
I mean.
why can't you bring them around?
I mean, you could.
Right.
Yeah, but that isn't the end all be all as well.
No,
like,
no.
You can understand.
I mean, like
sometimes-
wavelength all through the tests.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But
And it's different for everybody as well. You know, some people want to incorporate their partner into their everyday lives, and some people don't. They want to separate it, and they want to keep it separate. And that doesn't make like it any less valid. But you have to have that communication. You have to have that
Absolutely you
solidity between you and your partner to know.
there's so much gray area with every part of a relationship.
Right.
The talking, the ghosting, the wavelength thing, bringing them around, getting to know the person, them getting to know your life, and then you also got to get to know their life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys we're testing each other. We really do take a test. It's also not even just relationships, guy to girl in an affectionate way.
Mm-hmm.
Think about like friendships.
Yeah.
Think about how your family operates, how they think, some people are real old school and they think this old school mentality, and you bring around people that they may not, or they could just be like, why are you bringing this person around? Or why are you doing this?
They're
Why are
not
you
good
doing
enough
that?
for you.
They're not good enough for you.
Yeah.
It could be simple stereotypes. It could be simple anything. Not knocking my family here. But.
Kind of.
Kind of. Anywho. Don't cut that.
I'm not gonna.
It's better
it's
not.
Important.
That's important.
It's important.
This is 2020. Live your life.
Well, I've brought people around and have been blatantly disrespected because of my partner.
Exactly.
So it's like, so now it doesn't matter who
I
I'm
remember
dating,
those
and I
days.
won't bring them
Yeah.
around because
And it's hard.
And honestly, yeah, like I mean, you just said it's hard, and I feel as though it is hard, but I guess again like it just all depends on how like strong like your connection is, like how much you really bang with that person. Because I mean, ultimately, like if you want to, like if you're going through like a talking phase or something like that, where it's like you're thinking like, dang, I really bang with this person,
Yep.
like you really like them, and then that can develop into like a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend type. You can keep going from there. You can see yourself like, that's your person and shit, and then like that's your choice to like, really ride for them. Like, I mean, that's okay, and it's like, if some people don't fuck with it, it's like, okay, like
you have to make a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Like unless it's somewhere it's like, where it's really out of pocket, where it's like people are looking, like trying to like genuinely look out for you, so, might be a tough situation or something like that. Then it's like, like other than that, if it's just them, they just don't like them because they got some bullshit reason, like, that's your choice to either, bang with who you like, who you got feelings for, or they choose, who you already been, rocking with, whether it be a family, friend, you gotta make that choice. That's up to you.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're bringing them around during that talking stage or the thing where it's not necessarily official, that isn't your actual partner, like that's one thing. Then you can take into consideration how your friends feel, how your family feels, whatever. That might be important to you.
But that is on that topic too. When you do bring them around, and I'm bringing up bad vibes that I've been in before. My friends have literally told me in certain circumstances, why are you with this person, or why are you even putting effort into it? Mm-hmm. And I ignored them.
Right.
I blatantly said, no, I think there's something there. It's okay to listen to what other people are saying because they give a shit about you. You already built that relation. Mm-hmm. Like, if you said to me and I was around a girl and you were like, why the hell are you dating her, or why the hell are you doing that?
Yeah.
I would take that into consideration because we're as close as we are.
Right.
My cousin, I purposely have tests for people that'll date me. Like, or I bring them around, even if it's the talking phase or whatever the official case is.
Yeah.
There are tests. There are some big tests.
Yeah.
And that's what I was kind of leaning at earlier. But at the same time, you're allowed to listen to other people's opinion to an extent.
Yeah,
you have to trust your own
contribute
judgment
to your
too.
own opinion,
Right?
But you can't let it. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
like
Balance.
honestly, if you want somebody you know, to like give you that type of advice. You want somebody to communicate with that to you. You know, there comes like a point in time where it's like, you know, if, like you said, you gotta make a choice first off to where A, listen to them, or B, not listen to them. But also too, you know, like say if you keep going, like say if, you know, they give you that advice first off, right? You know, they give you that little warning, something like that. You know, you don't listen to it, you go back to them for advice. You know, and then you don't listen to it. Then you go back again, and then you don't listen to it. You know, there comes a point in time where it's like, you know, like what's the point? What's the point giving the fucking advice if you're not going to listen to it?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you just like
that goes for anything though,
yeah,
not even just
right,
relationships.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's like,
don't ask me for my advice if you're not going to take it.
Exactly, it's like, yo, you just basically
or build it into your own.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, you just basically like watering dead plants. I mean, like,
whew.
Say
that again.
Great analogy.
Say that again.
One more time, please.
It's literally like watering dead plants. You
Hell
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if I give you some type of advice or something, like, you know, or anybody give you some type of advice like that, you know,
it's okay to listen to it.
And even so, like, say if you even keep coming back, like I said, like even if you take like a small tad portion of it, like at least that's something to work with. Like, oh, you made progress, you regress, maybe this work, didn't work. You know what I mean? And like, but at the same time, it's just the same repeated shit. Again, it's like we're a fucking dead plant. It's not going to grow.
I love that.
Nothing's going to happen.
That's a really good analogy,
Love
dude.
it.
Very good analogy.
Love it.
Now, final topic as far as relationships. Before I lead to the final shed thought, there's two things that kind of coincide in a sense. I'm going to start with the one. I wasn't going to lead off with this one. I was going to lead off with the second. But our generation tends to give up real easy when things get hard.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been in personal experiences. We have a very close friend that passed away almost 2 years ago to the date. This is when I was in a real tough time in my life because I was very close to the guy. But I was also in a really tough relationship where we were fighting all the time. For no reason. I mean, I would try to communicate. It was like talking to a brick wall. Whatever. People tend to give up real easy.
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree?
And what you just said, where, you know, you said it was a tough time, like you're arguing a lot, this and that. You know, I would agree that people do tend to give up too easy, but at the same time, like I just was saying with the advice, you know, you gotta come to some point where it's like, yo, is this like what I'm really trying to do? You know what I mean? And like this ain't. And, you know, y'all out there, this ain't no advice to tell y'all what to do.
No,
you know
it's
what I
not.
mean?
It's our opinion.
Yeah, it's our
truly
opinion.
our
It's
opinion
just
on
some,
this.
like a thought, you know what I mean? Just
if you want to take our opinion, take it and roll. But
but it's like, you know, like you just said, you know, you were in a tough spot. You know, you lost a close friend. You know, I was close with him too. You know, and it's like you lose a close friend. You're in a tough relationship. You know, you're trying to, you want to. I want to say, like, you know, lean on that person, you know what I mean, for, like, a little extra comfort, but, like, you know what I mean?
If
like,
that's your person,
you know,
they should at least be supporting you a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying
but, like,
to be a little bit of peace for you.
And, like, if it's getting tough for you, you know, like, and you said it's just arguing back and forth, yada, yada, it's like, you know, like, again, like, you got to make a decision. You gotta find your peace, your happiness, you know. There's no need to keep like, messing it up. If it's all, like you said, you already felt it messed up, and the person that you trying to lean on to make it better is making it worse.
Yep.
You know, like,
yep.
I think, like, say, like, if it, you know what I mean, if it, like, had just kind of happened, like, a quick fight or something like that, and then you gave up on it, that's one thing.
That's
but
just childish, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, like, if it's, like, again, it's, you know, it's kind of like
if it's a
time,
reoccurring.
Yeah, if it's, like, a reoccurring process, it's, like, you know, what am I really trying to do? But again, me personally, I just think what ends up happening with people is if that happens to them, they end up just thinking about, you know, like they don't see what's in front of them, where it's like, yo, shit has gotten bad, things aren't good, and all they think about is what used to be. And I say, and people know, like, people that know me, they know I say this to people all the time. It's like, you know, like, people would just think about, oh man, like 5-6 months ago, a year, like, this person was making, like, happiest person in the world. Fast forward to time now, and it's like, oh, you do argue back and forth, shit not right, you happy 2 out of 5 days, you
and that's unhealthy.
Them 5 days you spend where you sad, you'll argue, you know what I mean, people might argue most of the day, you just down, and it's like, bro, it's like, you know, you have to come to, like, a realization, come to your senses almost, where it's like, yo, do I really want to keep disturbing my peace of mind, trying to grab some happiness that has gone and passed, and try to like rebuild that when that person, you know what I mean, and they don't want to do shit with that, you know, they just want to, like, they want to keep the arguing, they want to keep the fighting, like, I mean, that's what you like, that's cool.
But
Stay with that shit.
I think that adds in to, like, this whole thing of, like, people, they use their significant other as, like, their only means of happiness,
right,
and they think that because they're in a relationship, that's what's going to make them happy.
That ain't it.
Like, that might have been what happened with you and your partner, but obviously you're going through a hard time in your life outside of her, so things aren't going to be happy.
Right.
Things aren't going to be good. And it's like, exactly. So then she's probably feeling insecure, like, okay, I can't get what I usually get from him,
right.
So let me create drama. Whereas if that communication was there and you felt comfortable at the time, obviously it's years ago now, so there's really no point, but if you feel comfortable enough to tell your partner, like, look, I'm really going through it right now, no matter what, if it's a death or even just, you know, normal depression, like, I have to do that in my relationship. Like, look, I'm really going through it right now. I need a little bit of support.
But there, like, that's awesome.
But at the same time, but, like, you know, and my partner goes through stuff as well, but it's like, and he might not be as responsive as I want him to be, or his normal happy-go-lucky self.
Right,
but it's like, I have to be like, okay, that's not my fault. It's not because he's mad at me. I can't create a problem, and that's where a lot of people, like, kind of get that misconstrued. They think that because they have someone, then everything should be good. It's not fucking always good.
And you have to be happy on your own.
And to go off of that, you know, like you just said, you need to be happy on your own. Like you said, somebody else shouldn't be making you happy. Like somebody else, like somebody shouldn't just be your happiness.
Right.
Like you should be able to be happy, and that person you're with should be able to elevate.
But that goes
your
for
happiness.
friends as well. You can't put your happiness in your friendships. You can't put your happiness in your family, on your partner, any of those things.
I said it in an earlier episode, you got only you in the end. Now, can you spread that happiness everywhere? Absolutely. But if you're not happy, you can't spread that happiness truly.
Exactly.
But, so that's what I thought about that. But the second one I had on mind, cheating. Obviously, a terrible, terrible thing to do. I will never back somebody that's a cheater. Cheaters will always be cheaters, and it's not right. I can honestly say I don't do that. I'm sure it is what it is. But, like, why is that even a thing? Why is that another scapegoat?
I'm going to keep it 100. Me personally, like, and it's going to sound fucked up. I really don't care. Like, me personally, like, if it's not my relationship, like, the way I look at it, it's above me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. You do what you want. This is my opinion.
Because here's my thing. My perception of that is, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever that person do in their relationship, that's them. It's not my problem.
right.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, if, you know, like, if I'm cool with that person, you know what I mean? And, like, they're out there doing that, it's like, that's really not my place to really step. That's not really nobody's place to really step in.
Even if it's your friend, and you know, like, all right, so you know Tony's cheating on his girl. You're not gonna say nothing to him.
I don't do that, ladies. I promise.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, and like that's just me, because again, that's not my place to get in a sticky situation like that, because then that just creates so many like fucked up things. It's like, you know, if you're a friend stepping in and saying that, you know, what that's just like, what if you just heard that through the grapevine and then that shit turns out to be an assumption? You just opened up a can of worms that just fucked up a relationship, that just fucked up your relationship with somebody, and fucked up probably someone else, or now somebody else that didn't even do shit. They're sitting there like, oh fuck, now you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
mind your damn business. If you're committing to somebody, you commit to them. At least in my opinion. Like, that's just me. Mm-hmm. You got to communicate at some point. If it's not working out, it's not working out. But your scapegoat, in my opinion, should not be, oh, let me just go experiment and go find something different, while I'm still giving that to who I'm with.
Well, yeah.
With.
Yeah, I think there's two different, like, versions. Obviously, there's, you know, if you're out and you're drunk or whatever and it happens on a whim, you cheat, whatever. And that's one. But then there's another, if it's premeditated and, like, you're having a whole separate relationship on the side.
Yeah, that's not
or, like,
fair.
Yeah, an affair, or like if you're just talking, that's talking stage. You're sending flirty text messages to somebody else while you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like there's all these gray areas because we have gray areas in relationships now. So it's like, if you know that you're not getting something from your partner that you want or you need, why not just fucking tell them?
Overall, communication has obviously been the biggest thing here. Don't forget to do that if you're in a relationship.
Talk to people.
Talk to people.
Even
talk to people that you trust. It doesn't have to be. It's whoever your support system is. If you think something's going wrong, and even if you don't think you can bring that up to your significant other, which I think you should be able to, like you can have conversation. Like if I'm having a problem with a girl, I've talked to you about it. You've talked to me about it. It's okay to have your support system kind of help you.
Yes.
But be able to trust that support system at the same time that they're giving you the best advice for you,
right,
so that you're happy. Those are the 4 things I really wanted to cover.
But like
relationships, huge, big, gray area in this world that we just don't know real true answers to. We're just opinions. You can, again, take what we think and run with it.
Yeah.
You can also tell us to fuck off.
Yeah.
You can also tell us that we're telling you what you want to hear.
Please, no, tell us that one. Tell us to fuck off, because that means you made it through the episode, and we'll appreciate that even more.
The code word is fuck off, so if you get this far, comment.
If I hear you say fuck off, I know you listen to my episode, so thank you.
Yeah, if somebody tweets at Tony, he'll cash app him $5.
You're right, I will.
First person.
First person to do it, and it better not be people in the audience.
Does it right now.
Yeah, right?
But with that, I mean, honestly, with that, that's what we got. You know what I mean? Like he said, you can take it, you can take what we said, you can take it and leave it, interpret it how you want. Again, like, Nikki's opinions, Tony's opinions, my opinions, you know what I mean? That's just Nikki's with her relationship, her significant other is across the pond, you know what I mean, and they make, you know what I mean, and they hold it down, you know what I mean. But again, that's her life, you know what I mean. Like we said,
it's not the first long distance relationship I've been in either.
Mm-hmm. Right,
but it's completely different to the one I've been in
working.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So that's why we, you know what I mean, and that's touching back on like we said earlier. Once you make it through that, like, once you make it through the talking phase, ghost, whatever, if you don't, hopefully you don't get ghosted. But once you make it through that talking social media part, you know what I mean. Like we said, find your happiness. That way, you can make, you make things work. Like Nikki, you can be a happy single person like Tony. You know what I mean? Like you can be you.
I'm happy.
Exactly.
But don't forget, I'm single too.
And also too, the biggest thing, mind your damn business. But
facts.
And of course.
But that goes for if you're in a relationship as well. Like in terms of the Valentine's Day thing, like if you're in a relationship and you see what all these other people are doing, or you're comparing yourself to other couples,
don't compare yourself.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's like in your heart of hearts what you've got with your significant other.
Damn right.
You should know.
Mind your damn business. Don't be nosy. If you ain't see somebody post a Valentine's Day pic, maybe they ain't want to. They was too busy being happy, or maybe they do what more people need to do. Put your damn phone down and actually interact.
And be with your
Thank you.
And on that note,
the final shed thought, because I have questions for the people that are running this production on what they value in a relationship. Because, again, like we've talked about, opinions, different thoughts, like it doesn't have to be long blown out. I'm going to start with the producer. I'm going to start in the back.
Okay.
What do you truly value in a relationship? It doesn't have to be specifically in the one you're in, which I know is good. What do you truly value?
Emotional awareness. So like being able to understand your emotions and communicate them.
Yep.
That's a huge thing. I think communication for me, obviously I've been preaching it the whole episode. That's huge for me. That's huge for me, is talking, especially being in a long distance relationship. We need to be communicating all the time, not necessarily constantly, but like valuable communication.
Yep.
Honesty.
Yep.
And loyalty. That's really it. And you gotta be funny.
I mean,
you gotta be funny.
You gotta have some kind of life, right? All right. Let me turn to my partner here. What do you truly value in a relationship?
Me, simple.
Oh, God.
Nah, I'm not. Honestly, like,
So
it's honestly, for me, it's definitely, like, just, like communication, man. Like communication.
You can't steal
And,
my
yeah.
ones.
It's okay to have same opinions.
Just kidding.
You
know what? There it is. Fuck off.
I mean, honestly, like, for me, like, for me, it's, like, communication. Like, I always look at it, like, you keep it 100 with me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yep.
Like, as simple as that. And, like Nikki said, too, like, loyalty, I mean, I ain't go, like, when it comes to me and my loyalty, you know, again, that's when it comes, like, mind your damn business, like, you know me, I try to say, I don't want to be all up in other people's shit. I don't really care about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't do no ill harm, no ill foul by me, you know what I mean? You do good by my peoples, or my homies, my whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's important to me, you know? Just keep it 100, man. That's all. Like Nikki said, too. Be funny. Make me laugh.
Yeah, don't be too serious.
Right.
All right, and yours?
All right. So with mine, all of what's been said already.
This is when the second page has all of your list of
Right.
things.
Here, let me turn my list. Everything that's been said already. There is obviously, yes, communication. I'm not going to harp there because it's already been talked about. I think what's very important to me is understanding.
Yeah.
Understanding that life is not easy, whether you're single, in a relationship, whatever. Every person fights a battle. Every person has a struggle. It doesn't matter how heavy you think it is, because the other person thinks it's just as heavy as you. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. If you can get to a level of commitment with your understanding with someone.
That's a good one.
It's just, that's what makes it work. Because your significant other could be going through something, or I could be going through something, whatever the hell the case is, be there for them in the best way possible. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be blowing them up. You don't have to be like, oh my God, is he okay? Is he going to do something stupid? No.
No, put yourself in their shoes.
Put yourself in the shoes of the person that's having the struggle. That is a true testament to a value in relation. Excuse me, communication has obviously already been spoken on, but my final thought is truly showing that affection at the same time. Yeah. Don't be afraid. It's not a bad thing to show feelings. For a man, a lot of people are like, men don't show feelings. Yes, they do.
And women really love that. Women love when you show your feelings.
Women love when you show affection. It's weird when you go over and overcompensate. But at the same time, some people like that.
Hell yeah.
Do your thing. Like, vibe with the other person. But what I truly value is being able to show how I feel. Communication is obviously that first little niche in that. But being able to show, it doesn't mean, always, like, you don't have to have a money value to it. You don't have to buy things to show love. But, like, showing love is just showing that, hey, I'm here. Yeah. I'm being honest with you. I'm showing you what I truly value. I do care. But know that I have my own life too, and I have things that are going on.
Just even little shit. Just even like a little, yo, good morning. Have a good day.
Yeah, simple things like that. Yo, that makes me happy. If I get a text saying, hey, have a good day today.
A little start.
It could be from a friend. Somebody, it could be from my mother.
Exactly.
I love you. Have a good day.
Just shows that
Tell me that doesn't boost your confidence for the rest of the day. Sure. You're crazy.
Exactly. You go to Starbucks, man. You on the way to Dunkin'. Do a good deed. Say, hey, you know what? You know what? I'll get you a little coffee. You don't even gotta tell them.
Yeah.
It's just
I know your favorite
It's
order.
the little things, right? It's the little things that go a long way. Yeah. But with that being said, that's where we wrap up today. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. We've gotten a lot of cool feedback recently. A lot of things that we've been trying to implement. A lot of things that we're trying to add so that our viewers really continue to view, and then we continue to add more. Don't be afraid to reach out to us personally on our pages about your shed thoughts, your hashtag shed thoughts. Post that out there anywhere. We check those things. Hell, we have people in our audience today that have shown what they thought, that are really here to just, they want to be here, be a part of it. Yeah. We love that. We want to continue to have that with everyone. That's what we're here for. We're trying to grow. We're trying to expand because we know how it is in this life. It's not easy. And it's not easy for the two of us, the three of us here, to sit here and talk about our lives and talk about what really hits us. But that's the point. We're here to do it because we love what we do. So follow us on our pages. Our Instagram and our Twitter is at Shed Talk Podcast. You can follow us personally. I'm at Tony.football on Instagram and at TheTonyFootball on Twitter. Don't be afraid to reach out to me personally. I want to get some feedback from you guys. Nate, share yours.
I'm at N_Monroe26 on Twitter. Tweet at me. Follow me. I follow back. I'm a good follower. Watch my game clips. Twitch.tv Monroe26.
Here we go.
Somebody like and subscribe. Again, we got our producer back here in the back. Peachka!
Platform. 2 Ks, 1 A.
With 2 Ks, 1 A.
Who recently dropped a banging EP. I ain't even gonna hold there. Life's a Peach. Phenomenal EP.
Once again, all platforms. I prefer Apple Music because I'm not broke. And then, of course, we gotta give a special shout out to our bull who came to check us out. Our homie, Jimmy Brown.
My old roommate.
Jimmy.
A good friend since high
Jimmy
school.
Ray Brown? Is that what it is? At Jimmy Ray Brown? Yo, so follow my man on Twitter. You can look him up at Jimmy Brown. No Y. That's I-E. Or you can follow him at Jimmy Ray Brown. You need a promo made. Again, you can get with Peachka. You can get with CBS Finest. The finest cameraman promo maker at Jimmy Ray Brown. Hit us up and you could end up like Jimbo in the audience.
Ooh.
And on that note.
Until we shut again.